Welcome back everyone to Tool Story Bro. Today we're going to be doing a little unbox review on the on a Wiha Slimvario Stubby screwdriver. I've been using the vessel ratcheting ball driver that usually comes in this kit. You would have seen these on a few other channels. They're good. They're really good. I actually use them just because they're easy to get to, and they've got the slimmer shank, which is always good for working in little small terminals and stuff. But for the price you get for these, you don't feel so inclined of wrecking them. They do cop a bit of use from myself. But the other reason why I got them was because of the stubby aspect. And I mean, I thought this isn't a ratcheting screw, this isn't a ratcheting stubby, but I thought because I've got the pop-up, which you can see here, the big brother of it, which I like. I really love this one, purely because it's got the bits to do smaller terminals. If I'm doing like a fan motor with a small terminal block, I've got the PZ for some contactors that run them, but I've also got the PH2 and PH1 and a large flathead screwdriver, which is able to utilize a lot of screwdrivers into one, which means I don't have to carry what have we got here, 6 types of screwdrivers in here. So the only other thing is that it is quite big. It is chunky. I mean, it is the size of a proper screwdriver, but I saw this and I thought I'd give it a go. And it is the smaller version of it, but this isn't a pop-up version or a ratcheting. So I'm keen to see how I'm going to use this. Whether it's just in tighter, if I'm doing any board work in little tighter spots. But this comes with the 3 bits. 3 bits, and let me just get this out here. And that's tiny. That is so tiny. Now that's blending in a little bit into the red bar mat here, but yeah, that is tiny. That's smaller than the vessel ball ratchet, which is tiny in itself, because you can get into some pretty tight spots with that. And the fact that it's a ratchet, I mean, that's probably the only other reason why I have it in my main tool bag, is you just never know when you need that. And if I don't end up using the little small 1/4 inch Vario socket bit holder, I'll use this one just because it's easy to get to. But now this is tiny. This comes with a smaller shank. We don't know what the sizes are. Flathead. We got a PZ2. Yeah, these are both 1000 volt rated. These are all 1000 volt rated. And we've got a PH2, which says 5.5 Newton meters, must be the torque rating, 1.4 Newton meters, and 5.5 on the PZ. But yeah, that's it there. Now let's say I'm going to run a Phillips 2. Now as you can see, that's pretty small in terms of the length. If I was to put a small bit in there, which I can show you from my Tool Check Plus. Let's say I just run a Torx, I can run a Torx bit in here. It's only really just a little bit longer, but I'm curious to know, the only thing is with these, that they can get, the magnet is so strong in them that they get stuck in. I don't think you can use 1/4 inch bits in these though. Yeah, not that you would, it just doesn't fit. It's just a bit too tight. It looks like it would, but the indent's probably, no, I'm not gonna make it. But the other thing is yeah, I'll only come with 3 little bits here, but if I'm running it the same with this, let's see if they're the same length. Where's my pH2? So this is my pH2, and this is the pH2, exactly the same, even the same part numbers, 28311. They're exactly the same length. So we can run the bits from the pop-up into here, same, which is good to know, because then I've got I can run the flat head and the pH1 if I really wanted to. Or, as I've already got all these bits, I can just carry that in my tool bag and be able to do some pretty tight spots. Now, for reference, I've got the length of this. There's my tape measure. The length of this from end to end with the bit fully in is 10.5 centimeters, or just over 4 inches. The actual head itself is 6 centimeters, or just over 2.25 inches. So yeah, tiny little bit. I'm sure I'll find a use for this in my day-to-day use, but like, even if I'm just doing a bit of tighter work, you're trying to get under a switchboard, or you're the fact that it's VDE, I'm sure there's a use, we could find a use for this. But yeah, let me know what you reckon. Is this something, or for the people that have got it, what do you reckon? Have you found a use for it, or is it more just a backup? Or, in the case or in a certain scenario, would you pull this out? Or if you're running an EDC like a tool pouch, this would be pretty handy. Without carrying a large, big screwdriver like this, you could just run a little small Phillips, have a few of these bits. The weight of this is nothing. You wouldn't even tell, and you can run this in a pouch and would be a pretty good EDC kit. But yeah, let me know what you reckon. If you haven't, subscribe, give us a don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, give us a like, comment, all that sort of jazz. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, over on TikTok as well. So yeah, but let us know what you reckon. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.